Well, it's a hot, muggy night for football here in Inslee, but the excitement is through the sky as the Jackson Olin Mustangs kick off their 2019 season here against the Fairfield Tigers. Landry Roberts, Pete Triantis, glad you could join us for another season of J.O. Mustang football. Pete, it was an exciting year last year as Tim Vakakis' Mustangs went 10-0 in the regular season, won a region title, made it once again to the state playoffs, and it's going to be a young team. You pepper in some young guys, 2 freshmen on that defensive side, but he's excited about this group, and we're going to find out a lot tonight.
I tell you what, Landry, the way they went last year, 10-0, first time in history doing something like that, the accomplishments there are just unbelievable. And going into this year, like you said, we're a young team. We lost a lot of starters, but we've got some good nucleus here. Hopefully they'll gel and they'll play well tonight, but they're going to learn tonight. They're going to learn their assignments, and they're going to learn a lot about high school football.
Well, a lot of experience comes back on the defensive side of the ball when you talk about the nose guard, number 55, Jacorian Wren, number 6, Quandarius Robinson, a 5-star that's committed to play for the University of Alabama. Of course, Jacoby Moultrie, number 9, another senior as well. Erdy Polanitz, he's right there as one of the safeties. Will Hall, number 11, the other, a senior, 5'11", 150 pounds. Markel Williams, who had an outstanding year. We can remember some of the picks that he had and the excitement that he provided. But you've got some young guys on that side of the ball. Taylor Thomas, a freshman, wearing number 20. He's going to be at one of the corners, 5'8", 155 pounds, and that says a lot that a freshman's out there starting tonight.
It tells you he's got raw talent. And it tells you right there that Coach Pops, he's going to get the most out of his kids. And I tell you what, I am excited about watching Taylor Thomas on 5'8", 155 of them. And I guarantee you he's got some speed.
Well, the Mustangs will kick off. It's Amadou Ba, who has really improved in the offseason. He wears number 99 as he will tow it up there on this side of the field. As he spots it at the 40, and we're almost underway. This Fairfield team, they're led by Keon Handley, their head coach. A lot of athletes, a lot of size. We were looking at them down on the field in pregame. And they make no mistake about it, there's a lot of speed. And there's a couple of big guys we'll get to here in a moment.
Yeah, there's speed on both. There's talent on both sides of the field tonight. I tell you what, this is a neighborhood brawl. These kids know each other. They grew up with each other. And, hey, it's time for high school football 2019, Landry.
Folks still filing in to Mustang Stadium as Ba is set to kick off 2019. It'll come down at the 20-yard line, bobbled around. 2 Tigers try to come up with it. Finally, it was claimed, and that's where Fairfield takes over to start this ball game. We mentioned the defense. Another youngster, Kason Boston. He's a junior, 6'4", 215 pounds. He'll be at left defensive end wearing number 3. Jacorian Wren, number 55, as I mentioned there in the middle. Nicholas Barnes, a freshman, wearing number 84 at one of the other defensive ends. A senior, 6'5", 225-pound, Quandarius Robinson, number 6. He'll play outside linebacker, and he'll also play end because this is a new defensive look we're going to see from a new coordinator that we're going to see.
That's true, Landry, and I tell you what, I'm excited about watching this group here. This is going to be the nucleus of this team while the offense gels. Of course, gone from last year's team was quite a few of those studs. Many of them have gone on to play at the next level.
Keep your eye on number 32, inside linebacker, Eric Muse, a freshman, 5'10", 190 pounds. Fairfield on first down, plenty of room to run. Now getting to the boundary and forced out of bounds by Jacoby Moultrie. He's the quarterback for the Tigers, which tonight, it's tough to see those numerals with those yellow numerals on the white jerseys. Travis Pearson, that time the quarterback, gets a couple of yards.
Yeah, it is tough, but hopefully we'll make it through. I tell you, that time Jacoby made a nice breakdown, forcing the game to about 5, holding it to about 2 yards.
On second down, give up the middle. Jacorian trailing the play. But the Tiger running back able to keep his feet. And after initial contact, he's able to pick up 7, maybe 8 more yards.
Yeah, J.O. had a shot at him at the line of scrimmage, and you got to wrap up that you can't arm tackle these guys, and he broke through and got the first down.
That was Jarian Fox. Junior, 5'10", 170 pounds. I'll go with a split backfield as Pearson works out of the gun. Working from their own 35, Fairfield moving from our left to our right. Flow out into the boundary. Too long for his intended receiver. That was Malachi Holt Bennett. A big-looking target out there at 6'1", 170 pounds, just a junior. But pretty good coverage that time, Pete, by Taylor Thomas, the freshman. They're going to test him early.
It was good coverage, Landrum. He had the wide out he was on, did a simple end pattern, and the other kid was going to that spot, and Taylor picked it up. It was good awareness on his part.
Second down and 10. Pearson. Moultrie forces him to pitch it. Getting to the outside and getting out of bounds. Past the 40-yard line, up to the 43 is where they'll mark him out. And that was number 23, Jarian Fox, one more time.
Yeah, had some room to run. Got what? We got 7 yards on first down, or second down rather. Brings it up, what, 3rd and 3.
Bakari Kennedy, another freshman checking in. He wears number 37. J.O. wearing the green jerseys with the white numerals trimmed in gold, the green pants, and the chrome helmets. 3rd down and about 3. Rolling to his left. Mustang got a hand on him, but unable to bring him down behind the first down marker as he stretched out and was able to get a couple of extra yards. There is a flag down at the 43.
Yeah, Jacoby had a shot at him right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to have to learn to wrap up better. He could have had him down for no gain right there.
It is holding. So a costly penalty early for Keon Hanley's Fairfield Tigers. If that'll back them up, would have been a first down. Now they're going to be facing a 3rd and long.
One thing about Jacoby, he is so quick. I mean, he is fast and quick. Be interesting tonight, Landrum, to see about the penalty situation. You know, the first 1 or 2 games, you expect a lot of penalties. Hopefully not too many on the JO side.
You're going to see that early here in the season.
Yes.
Some of the mental mistakes. You try to eliminate, as you said, cut down as many of those as possible. 3rd down and 12 for Fairfield. Rolling out, getting pressure, going down.
Yes. That time is Jacoby. No, that was number 3. I'm sorry.
Well, they combined, Pete. It was freshman Kaysen Boston coming from the backside, and Jacoby was there as well. Quandarius back there in the mix. I tell you what, looking at some of those guys on the defensive front for Jackson Olin, if you're a quarterback and you've got your back turned, you've got to be counting the seconds, knowing that speed and that athleticism is going to come, and they will hit you.
Yeah. There is some talent down there. I noticed tonight Jacoby's got his big brother, TD's number 9.
Erdy Polonitz and Khalil King. Khalil King standing as a punt returner. There looks like maybe a punt safe here. The ball off the side of the Fairfield Tiger punter's foot. Takes a nice Fairfield roll into JO territory inside the 40, and they'll mark it down there at the 37. So we've played just about 3 minutes in this opener of 2019 between Jackson Olin and the Fairfield Tigers. We're going to see the JO offense for the first time, and this is the way they'll look up front at left tackle. Giselle Turner, number 75, a sophomore, 6', 265 pounds. The left guard is Aubrey Allen. He wears number 62. Jacob Rowe is the center. The junior wearing number 63. Eli Johnson is the right guard, 6', 265-pounder. And Edwin Roscoe, number 50, a sophomore, anchors the right side of the line. Of course, Brandon Tank Ward, wearing number 16, junior quarterback, 6', 215 pounds. He'll be helped out by his running back, number 2, Kaysen Jones, who has added about 15 pounds in the offseason. But it's Tank Ward on first down on the keeper, and Tank picks up positive yardage very close to his first down marker, and that's what you like to see. And for Tank, Let him use those legs, that athleticism. It's not too often, Pete, that you're going to see as a defender in 6A football a guy with his size at 6 foot, 215 pounds.
And he is not afraid to get hit or deliver a blow either. He's a player.
It was good enough for the first down. Tank loading up, firing. He was hit as he throws. The ball falls harmlessly into the 40-yard line. Good pressure that time by Fairfield as they brought a couple of extra guys, and J.O. wasn't able to keep them off of their junior quarterback. So 2nd down and 10 coming up with 9.5 minutes left in this opening quarter. Great crowd here tonight. These folks still standing there at the gate waiting to come in.
Wow, they are. big time.
Kaysen Jones on first down. Kaysen, boy, he runs so hard. Still on his feet, fighting ahead across the 50 into Fairfield territory. Almost gets to 48 as he was drugged down by 2 Tigers, and now there's a Tiger who is hurt. Laying there right at midfield, and the training staff for Fairfield is going to come out and check on him. While they do, we'll take time out. 9:13 left, no score as we've kicked off the 2019 Jackson Olin Mustang season. We're back to Ensley right after this.
Credit score bonus.
Hey, look, it's great. That's right. It's bonus. That's right. Bonus credit month. Bonus. That means your credit score comes off your MSRP. We're giving it away. We know at Freeway Honda, everybody's got a bump. Everybody's got a bruise. But guess what? We'll get you done at Freeway Honda.
It's like a bonus payday this month.
J.O., don't forget, we're raising money for you, your school. Come in. You buy a car, we send a check. Our goal is $50,000 for J.O. $50,000. You got to come in. We got to raise money. We'll send you a check.
Welcome back. After the injured player helped off, Jackson Olin facing a 3rd down. The line to get is the 44. Tank rolling this way to the short side of the field, an option. He keeps it instead of going to his running back, Kaysen Jones, and the Tigers had him bottled up. And now the punting unit heads out for Jackson Olin. So Fairfield's first drive stalls, and so does Jackson Olin's. As Quandarius Robinson comes in to snap it back. He does a little bit of everything. Jacorian Wren, number 55. That's probably one of the biggest, strongest, most athletic punters you will ever see. And he did not play Aussie rules football. Look at that
punt.
Jacorian puts a leg into it, fielded at the 10-yard line. A flag comes down on this side of the field. The Fairfield return man is loose as he gets it up across the 25, but we'll check the flag. Not bad coverage, but a couple of Mustangs missed. And it was number 25, Jabari Bennett, who returned it all the way up to the 29, a 19-yard return, but we will check the penalty marker as the officials talk it over on this side of the field. 8:04 left here in the first quarter. You never really know what to expect. It will go against Fairfield, so I believe the return will be negated.
Although the offense is now
they are coming back on the field.
Huh.
It's first game for everybody, Pete.
I guess so. I would have thought like you. The foul committed after the Fairfield kid catches the ball, but I don't know. We'll see. Either way, maybe it gives us a first down. We have new life.
Well, that's a costly mistake for Fairfield.
Yes, it is.
I'm sure if they got illegal participation, had too many guys on the field.
Is that what it says? Huh. I guess that makes sense if it's going back to Jackson Olin. Yeah.
What happened there on the punt, and it might have been the official that had finally counted, and he counted 12. And that would give them enough for the first down.
Well, it's a break for Jackson Olin. Hopefully we can capitalize here.
Not only a break, but they mark it off, and J.O.'s got new life as the offense works from the Fairfield 42-yard line. Kaysen comes in motion, gets around the edge. Kaysen Jones, all 210 pounds of him, to the outside. Got about 3, maybe 4 yards. Like if he could have cut it back, maybe possibly a few more, Pete.
See, he is built to be a running back. He's 5'8", and he carries that 210 very well. Look at him.
Kaysen again. Pinballs off one man, makes another man miss. Look at Kaysen Jones. Kaysen Jones, who made his presence known last season, coming in for an injured David Robertson. He was about 190 pounds last season. He's put on 15 pounds of muscle, and it showed right there as he bounced off a couple of tacklers, but still had the elusiveness and the moves to make another guy miss.
And not only that, Landrum, he has kept his speed and his quickness.
A stutter step there at the line, and Kaysen is able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Picked up maybe a yard as Fairfield's defensive front, especially on that left side, they got one big fella right there in the middle. He was able to clog up the hole, and Kaysen was held to a short gain. 2nd down and 9. Right at 7 minutes left here in this opening quarter. Jackson Olin trying to get on the scoreboard first in this 2019 opener. Glad you're with us here on Eagle Productions. Quick hitter to this side. Down at the 15-yard line, Kentrell T-shirt Calhoun. His first catch of the season. Wow, he had some great catches last year.
Yes, he did.
Wore number 19. Now he's wearing number 1 in T-shirt. Boy, is he developed as an outstanding threat there on the outside. T-shirt, 6'1", 175 pounds. He moves to the outside on the far side of the field. Mustangs need 4 here on 3rd down. Lobbing it up in the end zone. A flag's going to come out. There was holding from the defensive back as Kaiser Jones, the junior receiver for the Mustangs, number 17, was held. Tank floated it up. The official right there did not hesitate, dropped the flag, and this will be a first down. And the Mustangs in business here with 6:13 to play.
Yeah, you know, they're putting something together here. They got to take advantage, and we want to walk away here with a score for sure. Plays are mixing up pretty nicely here. A little pass here, a couple of runs there. Keep them off balance.
Well, the temperature right now a lot more bearable now that the sun has gone down. Getting a little bit of a breeze. There is some scattered thunderstorms in the forecast, but around 30%. We got a heavy dose of them earlier today, which made it nice, hot, and steamy here about 2 hours prior to the start of this football game. It is a first down. Tank's going to check with his line. Kaysen joins him in the backfield. They go 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. And he'll go to Kaysen Jones. Kaysen lowers his head. Gets to the 5-yard line. So 2nd and goal coming up for the Mustangs. That penalty right now looks like it could be very costly for Fairfield instead of having the ball back.
Yeah, that's looming large here. And then they got the benefit of another penalty that kept the drive going. The interference in the end zone.
Tigers will stack up the line of scrimmage. They got 2 guys walked up to the outside. Tank didn't like the look. He's going to call a timeout, head over to the sideline, and talk with his offensive brain trust and head coach Tim Vakakis. 6:06 left to play. It's turned into a nice night for football. It's always a great night for football here in Ensley, and Jackson Olin Mustang football continues in a moment.
Hi,
I'm comedian Funny Mane, a proud alum of Jackson Olin, and last year when I started the Funny Mane Foundation, giving back to our alma mater was a top priority. We teamed up with Hibbett Sports and the class of 1998 to give back in the form of gifts and community service, and this year we want to do even more. So, if you'd like to give to the Funny Mane Foundation and help us continue these efforts, please visit funnymane.com. Thank you for your generosity, and go Mustangs.
At Metro, the best deal in wireless just got better.
Who's up for that?
Switch and get 2 lines for just $80 with a full Amazon Prime membership included.
Sounds great.
Plus, now get 2 free Samsung Galaxy A20 phones with huge HD screens.
That's a huge win.
So you can enjoy the biggest shows on the newest device.
Perfect!
Metro has the best deal. 2 lines plus 2 free phones for $80 with Amazon Prime included. Only at Metro.
Second out and goal. Khalil King stretching for the end zone.
Boy, he's close.
He is about half a yard shy of pay dirt. Khalil King, number 7. And an official timeout. It'll be a water timeout, as we'll have here in the first few weeks. It's still very, very muggy, hot, and humid. Not only in the state of Alabama, but around the southeast. Great crowd tonight. We've already mentioned it. And as you look around this beautiful stadium, the Jackson Olin Jumbotron, the scoreboard that is there to our right in the end zone, just magnificent. It shows you what success, doing it the right way, growing a program, and how many people see the positive stuff that's going on here at Jackson Olin. Tim Vakakis, not only head coach but athletic director, and positive things that are going on here, and people want to be a part of that.
They do. Coach has done a great job, and of course I'm partial to him being my nephew, but he has really stepped it up here. Think how far, Landrum, you grew up with him. Think how far he's come from the first year here. This is going into his 6th year? I mean, they are buying in with the coach, and he is doing an outstanding job.
Khalil King will line up under center. Jacorian Wren is the tailback. Wren will line it up. They're going to give it to Wren. Wren, did he get there? Did he cross? Yes, he did. 55 is into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
You know, I would have been shocked if they held him out, but they didn't. First touchdown for 2019.
Your 5'11", 285-pound fullback, Jacorian Wren. No, thank you.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. That was a good drive. We got a little help along the way, but Landrum, the bottom line is they scored the touchdown. They completed the drive. Second possession of the game. 2019's off to a good start. Aided
by the penalty, a 62-yard drive for Jackson Olin. And now Amadou Ba with his first point-after touchdown attempt of the season.
Bad snap.
Was a bad snap. Mustangs couldn't put it on the tee.
So did it look like a bad snap or a mishandled snap?
Might have been a combination of both.
Yeah.
Unfortunate for the Mustangs, but they do have 6 on the board with 4:37 to play here in the first quarter. And we'll see Fairfield's offense coming back on the field. This Fairfield team, we saw them last year. They had a couple of guys that have moved on. They're now playing at the Division I level. But, you know, you're always going to have athletes on that side. But some of the size that we're seeing, Pete, the guys up front, you got Reginald Perry, who wears number 52. He was helped off earlier, 6'6", 289 pounds.
I mean, that's some big kids. You got number 58, Solomon Scott Williams, 6'1", 350. Number 58.
A lot of beef there on the line.
Where's the beef?
Christian Foster goes 5'10", 280 pounds. And Henry Lee, 6'1", 300.
You know, Landrum, even though we didn't make that point after touchdown there, it's nice now to have another kicker instead of having to know you got to go for 2 all the time.
Amadou Ba with his second kickoff tonight. He skies one. A flag is down at the 40. This might be a false start.
Yeah.
Amadou have a chance to kick it again. He's really worked in the offseason. Coaches having the trust in Amadou to handle the kicking duties. Of course, he's not the only Ba. He's been pretty good around here. Jackson Olin, they've had some pretty good kickers in this program.
Yes, we have.
Of course, that senior class last year and some of the guys that we're going to be able to see. One, in fact, A.J. Toney we'll be able to see tomorrow on ESPN as the Sanford Bulldogs open up their 2019 season versus Youngstown State. Talked to Coach Chris Hatcher at Sanford, and they are just so pleased with A.J. Toney, his development, and think that he's going to be a big part of what they do on offense this season.
Could not agree more. I cannot wait to watch A.J. Toney. The things he showed us here in high school were just phenomenal.
He's got that it factor.
He has that it factor.
Stuff you don't coach.
Now,
Amadou Ba, after the 5-yard step off, will kick from the 35. A shorter kick is going to be fielded by Fairfield at the 30. Going down to a knee was number 23, running back Reggie Richardson. So Fairfield will have it. Their second possession. Able to pick up a first down on that initial drive, but after a holding penalty and a big sack for a loss, the Mustang defense was able to get off of the field. Correction on the return, that was DeJarian Fox, number 23. Omar Young is the quarterback. Hands it off in the backfield.
nowhere to go.
Pushing it out to the left, and you're right, stacked up. He got back to the line of scrimmage. There were a couple of guys there to meet him. One, in fact, was Kaysen Boston, number 3, the junior defensive end, 6'4", 215 pounds. Jacorian Wren in on the action as well.
I tell you what, Kaysen's got some good size there, doesn't he? 6'4", 215. We are blessed on the ends, both sides.
A 4-man look on the defense, and Quandarius levels the Fairfield quarterback. Oh, my goodness. Jacorian Wren, his teammate, loved it.
Yeah.
Watch this as he comes off the edge, and Omar Young will remember number 6 tonight in his nightmares and maybe tomorrow.
You know he'll know him tomorrow when he feels that soreness. I mean, that was a good blow. I got a feeling that won't be the only time Q lights somebody up.
3rd down and 10. Young stays in the ball game, dumps it off at the screen. It's set up well. He's going to have a first down. Well-designed play. And credit to Omar Young. He found his tailback. The offensive line let everybody come through, and finding himself all alone was number 3, Markel Holmes, a 5'7", 160-pound senior running back, and able to pick up 11 yards and a first down.
You know, Landrum, I got to say, that was a great call there after that play prior where they got boomed with the sack, and then he caused the screen when everybody blew past everybody.
3 wide receivers to this side as Tigers approaching midfield. Pass is complete this way.
Good.
And a big hit. Stepping up to make that hit was number 9, Jacoby Moultrie.
That was a great hit by Jacoby, but I'm going to tell you something else. Number 20 there, the freshman, Taylor Thomas, made that happen. He held his own, turned him into Jacoby, and just a freshman out there, Landrum. I mean, the recognition he had on that play was just phenomenal.
Not to let him cut it back, as you said. Push him to the outside, and Jacoby Moultrie came up and finished him off.
He really did. I mean, what a great play.
Play actually lost a yard. So the clock moving, 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in this first quarter. Second down for Fairfield. And a flag comes down. I believe that might be a delay of game.
Yep. Did you see those kids when the JO players were running in before to come back out afterwards, how excited they were to give them a high five, and the players just, I mean, what Coach V is doing with these kids at a young age, they're looking at that like they see themselves playing.
It's become a tradition here, Jackson Olin, with a lot of the youth teams showing up wearing the jerseys, and as you said, dreaming of the day they'll be wearing the green and chrome. The freshman on this side, Taylor Thomas, coming up with another play. As Young was looking for his wide receiver, Thomas read it beautifully, and Stephon Stanley was knocked off his route, and the ball falls to the turf. That'll be 3rd down and 10.
I mean, he's a freshman. I am so impressed right now, I tell you. The awareness he has.
Several freshmen
yes.
on the defensive side of the ball for JO in 2019. It's a 3rd down for Young. Pressure was applied. Incomplete pass. His intended receiver got tripped up as he had a little bit of contact with the JO defensive back, Markel Williams, number 4. No flag on the play. 4th down, and the punting unit heads back on the field.
Yeah, Markel was running stride for stride with him, and the ball was underthrown a little bit. And it's a good no call. As you said, they got tied up a little bit.
Fairfield missing a man, only 10 guys lined up for the Tigers.
There he goes.
Khalil King is lined up to return the punt. J.O. only had 10 guys on the field. A high snap, trying to get it away. He does, and a flag comes down. As it was Kason Boston that ran into the kicker, the punter, and the head official right there in front of him drops the flag at the 28-yard line. And it's a personal foul, so Fairfield gets bailed out by the 15-yard penalty. So the Tiger offense heads back on the field. Just north of 2 minutes left in this first quarter.
Yeah, we returned the favor there. Let's hope that our defense can hold them off, though. I mean, that was definitely roughing the kicker there. There's no question.
After the mark off, Fairfield has it at the 44. Young on 1st down. That time he does hook up with Stephon Stanley. Stanley ahead for 9 yards. Tigers trying to hurry up, get back to the line, run another play.
I'll tell you what, that was a nice throw and catch there that time. Good route. Ball was spot on.
They give him the 34, so they move the chains. 1st down, a minute. 30 seconds left in this first quarter of 2019 for Jackson Olin. Taking on Fairfield. Young back to throw again. Wren giving chase. Young using those wheels, and he is hit hard there on the sideline. dangerous hit there on the sideline. Did not see a flag come down, but you're flirting with one there as Omar Young has taken 3 really big shots here in this first quarter. Well, Young's still in one piece after the 5-yard gain. He loads up, throws again.
Good.
Has a
hit.
pass
Oh,
complete.
God.
Markel Williams couldn't wrap up long enough to bring the wide receiver for Fairfield down, but he got some help from his teammates. Jacoby Moultrie was over there, as well as Jalen Jones, number 25. 5'9", 185-pound inside linebacker. Able to drop him right where he was. 3rd down and a couple of yards.
Oh, yes.
Q getting those big mitts up. Omar Young looked left, but he didn't see 6, and I don't know how you don't.
I mean, really.
All 6'5", 225 pounds of Quandarius Robinson. That's the athleticism that everyone loves. Not only the size that he has, but being able to make those kinds of plays.
He could run. 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, he was, what they had him at, cornerback or safety. I mean, he can run.
4th down and 2. Omar Young using his feet. Jacoby Moultrie, what a play.
I mean, Jacoby's all over that, wasn't he? He's hurt.
Jacoby Moultrie and Bakari Kennedy. Give credit to both as they broke down, kept Young right there in front of him. And Fairfield, after driving the ball down the field after the 15-yard running into the kicker, comes away with nothing with 29 seconds left. Tank Ward and the Mustang offense back on the field. Their last drive was capped 1-yard Jacorian Wren touchdown. That's where we stand, 6-0. Got to give it to Kaysen Jones, and Kaysen Jones, powerful run, 11, maybe 12 yards, and he had a nice push there up front. Guys like Jacob Rowe and Aubrey Allen.
Yeah, that was a nice little hole. And Kaysen's so quick, he gets to it on time, and that's why that play gave him 12 yards or whatever.
After the first down, Tank going to hand it off again. There goes Kaysen again. Jones across midfield. This crowd loves it. Move the chains. Kaysen Jones, a machine here in this first quarter. The 15 pounds of muscle that he put on in the offseason paying off here early.
He got some yards after hitting that time, too.
Clock starts with 8 seconds left. This could be the last play of the first quarter. Kaysen Jones, why not? He's got the hot hand. He's ahead for 4 yards. And that will be the final play of this first quarter. Well, a positive first quarter and a great start to the 2019 season for Tim Vakakis' Jackson Olin Mustangs. They lead 6-0 and driving second quarter action. We return here on the Mustang Football Network.